Hello, and welcome to the Winey Moms podcast, a place where we can whine and whine after our kids go to bed. This is a no judgment zone for moms to share their struggles and a place where we can laugh at the ridiculous moments we find ourselves in every day. Hi, all you Winey moms.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight, Jay?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I am drinking one of my favorite wines tonight. This is it's from Bevmo. It's Gnarly Head Old Vine. This is the Zinfandel. They also make an excellent Chardonnay, but I couldn't find it on the DoorDash app tonight, so I just got the Zen. Yes. Nice. I got premium delivery tonight.
It fits with the theme.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the same thing I'm always drinking.
The pineapple?
Yes, a pineapple seltzer. I know, I'm bad.
So good.
I need to get out of my pineapple seltzer zone, but it's so easy to get, you know.
Do they make a strawberry?
Not in the Surge.
The Trulies make a strawberry, and it's so fucking bomb. It's my favorite.
Next time, I promise you guys I will be drinking something different.
I have some Bogle in my fridge too. We also couldn't figure out how to get the really big bottles, so we just got 2 small bottles. So I'm like, just pick 2, babe. So we picked 2. So we got some Bogle Shard, but I was like, this one's my favorite. So
yeah,
if only we could share.
I know.
Anyway, tonight we are going to be talking about a subject that is very near and dear to our hearts. Do you want to tell them what the subject is? Together. 1, 2, 3.
Halloween.
Woo! We're talking about Halloween. Halloween's the best.
Yes. The best part of fall.
The best part of the year. I'm sorry, Christmas. I'm sorry, but you're not Halloween. You'll never Christmas be Halloween, Christmas. You'll never be Halloween. You're Christmas, and Christmas is fine. You're never going to be Halloween.
They're completely different things, though. It's like a different type of excitement.
It's a celebration. I have a favorite, though.
Clearly Halloween.
It's clearly Halloween. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the other holidays. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not Halloween. Oh. Anyway, so do you have any big plans for your Halloween?
Yeah, so this year we're planning on making like sort of like a haunted house.
That is so badass.
We're gonna enclose our patio. So when kids come trick-or-treating, it's like this whole scene that they walk into. So we are gonna do like a witch tavern theme.
Ooh, a tavern? Very nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna black out my patio with like some black plastic. We're gonna put up some strobe lights. I have like these like hanging witch hats that are hanging from the ceiling.
With the lights, right? You got the lights inside of them. You're showing me.
I've not done the lights yet, but I'm gonna do that. We're gonna have the fog machine going. And then I want to do sort of like a witch's cauldron, like in the middle of the patio, like just brewing. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet. But
I got to get back to you. I got to ask Jim the one we ordered. You can get the little thing that goes in the water that makes it bubble and change colors. We have one. And we ordered it on Amazon. And it's like really little. It was cheap. Like it's so... I forgot about that. I'm going to ask him.
Yeah. I need to find a bigger like cauldron too. So yeah, we're all going to be witches for Halloween. So all 3 of us girls. So that should be fun.
Is your husband going to be a warlock?
I don't know.
Or a wizard? Are we Harry Potter fans here, or are we traditional?
We want to do a traditional theme, I think.
Wizard. What do you call a bell witch? Warlock or wizard?
I don't know.
I'm warlock. I'm team warlock. Wizard's something different. Wizard can be a girl. Wizard's not gender, right?
I think so.
Oh, or is a girl wizard an enchantress? Shit. A sorceress? Sorcerer. No. Shit. Why is there so many words for this?
I'm not sure.
I'm losing it.
I'm trying to convince him to dress up, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
He's not gonna dress up?
He may or may not.
Can I talk to him? Do you need me to talk to him for you? I'm just kidding. Okay, so What is your costume gonna look like?
What are our costumes gonna look like?
Yeah.
So I have just like a basic, just like a long black dress with the long sleeves, and then just a traditional witch hat.
Fun.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with my face yet. Like if I want to do like creepy like green, like actual like witch green face, or if I want to just
witch.
do like pretty witch. I don't know.
You do emo witch. I don't know why, but I feel like it's a choice. Oh God, that shows my age.
And then the girls, they're pretty much traditional witches too, with the witch hat. Alina's is more like kind of like a sorceress kind of dress.
I was a sorceress once for Halloween. That's fun. I had a wand.
Audrey has like the tutu with like the striped like leggings, and Adeline is basically the same as Audrey, but like a baby version. And they all have the little. Well, Addie has the broomstick.
I can't. It's so cute. Can you show me a picture?
I don't know if I have one. I can show you the picture of. Yeah, I'll send it to you later.
Baby costumes are so cute. Oh yeah. My God.
And we went to the Dollar Tree and we found like a little witch's broom. So she's gonna be carrying that around. And then the girls both have like wands. Like,
do they have the little star wand?
It's not star, it's like an actual like wizard wand, and it like lights up. Yeah,
we are Harry Potter.
But yeah, those are our costumes.
I had like this crazy one with a gold glittery star that was like literally from, I don't know what the fuck it was from. It was my sister. She got it from somewhere. We had it for like 20 years. And then I was like, I'm gonna be a sorceress. Look at this random old toy my mom kept for 20 years for some reason. I bet you my parents still have it.
That'd be dope. It's like vintage now.
Right. That's super cute though. Oh, I love it. My kids are gonna be so first off, Edmund is Link from Zelda. Before you get excited, he's not real Link. He's Link from Call of the Wild, so he doesn't even look like Link. I was like, bro, don't you want to do the one where he's wearing green with the hat? Look, you get a hat. Do you want the hat? The hat's so badass. And he's like, no, Mom, I want the one from the game that I know because I'm young and I suck. Like, you know what? Still counts, baby. Still counts.
It's still proud of him.
Barely. Anyway, he looks super cute in the costume, and it has these cute little boots that are like go up over your shoes. And he's so fucking happy. So I was like, oh, you're so cute. And then Winey is a mermaid that looks like someone who's going to a disco because she has these crazy bell bottoms. Mermaid. It does. It's disco mermaid. So like it's pants that have bell bottoms that flare out, and they have like the frillies on them for the fins.
Yeah.
It's just bell bottom fish scale purple and blue shiny pants, and then they have these like arm things that go up to here of the little thing that go over the ring finger, you know, like from the 80s, and a hair clip with fake hair that comes down. I was like, you're a disco mermaid.
That's pretty dope though.
It was dope, and it was the wrong size, and they had the dress one that looked more traditionally mermaid, and she's like, I want the 70s disco one, Mom. That's not what she said, but that was what happened. And so I had to go up to the girl and be like, look, do you have this in a medium? Because my daughter's the largest 6-year-old you ever met. She's like a giant. She's not going to fit this small. That's not what I said, but it's what I meant. And she's like, that one's from last year. I'm like, oh, is that why it's $10 cheaper? That makes sense. So she goes, let me go look in the back. And motherfucker, she found one in medium.
It was meant to be.
$10. And she's all happy. And then Dante like took the cake because this little guy, he wanted to be a Viking, like a knight Viking thing. But he's like, I want one that has all the weapons in the hat. And this is what Dante sounds like. He has a very deep voice for a child. Jay knows. So he talks kind of like this. Anyway, that's just the voice I use for him because that's what he sounds like.
You will hear this voice many times.
When he was a little kid, he used to go, hi, mama. That was like when he first started talking, he sounded like freaking Johnny Bravo. He sounded like Johnny Bravo. He'd be like, hi, mama. And he was like a 2-year-old kid. Anyway, sidebar. So he's like, I want the Viking one, but it needs to have more weapons and more accessories. We need to buy these accessories. And I'm like, no, sweetie, we can find a Viking one at a different store that is more like what you want. Like, it's fine. We're going to shop around a little. I'm sure we can find you a sweet Viking costume. Don't even worry about it. We already have some accessories at home because your dad's been a Viking before. And he's like, I don't know. Let me look. And then he found this like costume that it's an inflatable one. I'm like,
oh my God.
Let's not do that. No, his friend was the dinosaur last year. So I'm like,
oh yeah, I love that one though. It's so cute.
do you I'm like, you're not going to make it down the street in that though. My kids are so small my boys are small for their age. My daughter's gigantic. So they're actually all the same size. Even though she's 2 years younger than them, they wear the same size clothes. It's freaking hilarious. And they actually like weigh the same. Anyway. So we compromised and he got one that's a knight riding a dragon. So only the lower half is inflatable. And then the top half is just a shirt. So I'm like, it's cute.
That's amazing.
It's cute. But I am worried.
He'll be fine.
Not make it. But we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be super cute. It's going to be super cute. I don't know. I have like a pirate costume I wear every year. Then I have a candy corn witch costume I wear every year. Whatever, I alternate. So we'll see which one I am this year. I don't know. Candy corn witch was like, oh, there's my dog. The candy corn witch is like, honestly, shockingly hot. You're like, oh, it's basic as fuck. But you put it on, you're like, damn, I look good. Okay, good. And then the pirate one is just kind of classy. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We'll see.
Your costumes sound fun.
I know. I just went on forever, but I'm so excited. Anyway, back to your haunted house. Like, I am super fucking jealous of that and all the possibilities, and I really want to do that one day.
You definitely should. It's fun. I'm excited to see, like, the kids come up and, like, go in there and be, like, all spooked out. Yeah. I've never done anything like that just for, like, kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's, like, the special part of Halloween.
Yeah.
It's, like, interacting like that.
New. It should be fun.
Like we go fucking all out with our decorations. Like I am super stoked because, well, a couple years ago when we got our COVID check, we went out and bought one of those giant skeletons.
Oh yeah, that thing's awesome. I need one of those.
A little bit irresponsible, but also I thought it was worth it.
It's worth it. You can use it every year for like years.
Right? And we like got this like foam stuff and we made all those tombstones and we like, oh my God, I got so carried away. One of them, I literally, so like this needs a backstory. In medieval times, they have archaeological evidence in these buildings that are still standing over in like England and Europe and shit, where they would make these flower, you know, like when you were a kid and you had that toy where you did the stencils in a circle with a pen and it made the things that looked like flowers. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Or like stars, like you'd go in a circle and it would make it really cool looking, like that cool design from the wheel inside the wheel. Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
It's like a little wheel inside a bigger wheel, and as you roll it around, it makes the pin go like in these different directions. And when you're done, it looks like a really cool design.
Yeah.
Okay, so people used to do that by tying a string to a fixed point and to a pin at a certain like distance, and they would do that with the string, and it would make these flower patterns. And so I did that on the tombstone, and then we carved into it. And it's really cool. It has the 8 petal like ovals that look like a flower. And then underneath it, I can't remember what the description we put. We like make up ears and shit. But I'm like, I did it in the medieval technique because it's supposed to be a medieval tombstone because I'm a fucking history nerd.
Yeah.
I like measured the twine and then I was so proud of it though. It's so badass. And then we did one that's like the Joker. It's the tombstone of Robin, what's his name? Dick Grayson, the acrobat one. The really cool Robin.
Dope. Yeah.
And it's got the red, what did he turn into? Nightwing? Nightwing? Fuck. I'm going to sound like an idiot right now. And like, I know what I'm talking about, but I kind of like I'm old now. And I've had a couple glasses of wine. So anyway, you know what I mean. And it's got the logo with the R, and then it has like something underneath it, and then on the back we painted it with like glow in the dark paint. It's like the Riddler graffiti.
Oh, that's dope.
It has the question mark on it, so we have a black light on the back of it so you can see that, and then the front, and we like shade. It's just like it's so cool. Like,
that's so cool.
And then last year we made a skeleton popping up out of the ground because we follow this channel on YouTube that teaches you how to do it. and he's coming out of the ground and his tombstone's cracked in half. It's just fun. It's
Dang,
just
you guys go all out.
We just love it so much. And it's really great how much my husband has gotten into it. Like I got him into it and now like we kind of can't stop. But we have a cauldron and it's bubbling and it changes colors and it's so cool. And it's on like a teepee that we built out of a little bush we cut down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? There's going to be pictures. I'm going to post them. I'm going to post the pictures when it gets closer to Halloween so y'all can see this because I'm proud. And
yeah,
it's fun.
Sounds epic.
It's a great time.
It's better than my DIY Dollar Tree.
No. We're going to talk about that shit too because the Dollar Tree, again, I know I said this in the last episode, but if you're not getting your decor at Dollar Tree, like, wake up. What are you doing with your life? You could be saving money on decor. So, like, I know you saw some super cute stuff. What was it?
Well, I'm doing for my DIY, like I mentioned before, the witch hats. So it's basically I found regular witch hats that are like to use for your costume. But what I'm doing is I'm hanging them from fish wire and hanging them from my patio ceiling. And then I'm gonna either buy tea lights or spray paint the inside with glow in the dark spray paint so that they glow. And basically it just looks like they're just like floating.
I do that with candles. We have candles that hang from our rafters on our tree. And one year we did a fake jack-o'-lantern that had a fogger inside its mouth. Oh my God, that was cool. But yeah, you hang it and at night you can't see the fucking fish wire. So it's just like these creepy things are just hanging. That is so cool.
Right. I also have like these little pumpkins that are made out of like the it's like see-through fabric, and then inside they have tea lights. So I'm gonna hang those up too. And then I think I might do the candle idea too. So just have a bunch of stuff just hanging up from the ceiling. My other DIY inspired Dollar Tree inspired decoration I'm making is so I went and bought the laundry baskets from the Dollar Tree. They're like small little laundry baskets. And I'm going to put two of them together and make it into like a cage. And then I'm going to hang it from
like
chains.
Torture victim in that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to spray paint them black, make them look all like rustic and stuff. I'm going to hang them from chains. And then inside I'm going to put like a skeleton or yeah. So that's
that was me pretending to die. You guys can't see me. I'm literally dying right now. No, that's like super cute. Actually, I really love that idea. I feel like I kind of want to steal it.
You should. It's cheap.
I'm gonna do. I got some pool noodles, and we're gonna cut them up and paint them black, and we're gonna put the little tea lights inside. You hot glue around it to make it look like it's dripping, and you spray. Oh my God, I'm super doing that. We got all the stuff for it. We actually already sprayed candles. We just have to like cut them and
I'm kind of thinking about doing that too.
It's badass.
Like put it in a corner somewhere, like just candles dripping, like in the witches, like yeah.
You should. Okay. What else you could do? Like seriously, this is cool. Those cute little tea lights. Like not only can you put them in your little jack-o'-lanterns, but I put them under. I put a like log stacked up under my cauldron that's bubbling, and I put some tea lights stuck in underneath it so you can't see them, but you can see the light it's giving off, so it looks like it's smoldering fire. And then for our bony bones, well, that's what his tombstone says for the guy who's coming out of the grave. It says bony bones. His name is Bony Bones, and actually our giant skeleton's name is Jerry. My kids named him. Their kids named both of them. So we put the little tea lights under the dirt, just sprinkle dirt on top of them, so it kind of looks like it's glowing where he's coming up. Just like some tea lights under there, just under the dirt. You can do so many cool things with those little tea lights.
Yeah,
like they like add that ambiance, and you don't have to run a power cord to them because like we have the fogger, we've got the strobe lights and all the black lights and the shit, and it's like there's wires everywhere, but those little tea lights, you can like accent.
Right.
We have like 20 of them. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, a few years ago, the Dollar Tree had these like solar lit like black cats, like
That's
black cat
cute.
heads. Yeah, we've had them for a couple of years now, but they're like so convenient. You just put them in the sun and they just light up at night, and it's just their eyes that light up. So it's like a black cat just
Wow.
like peering. Yeah.
That is so cool. I love that.
So that will be part of our decor too. So it's coming together. I just had to
Go
work on
on
it.
and on and on. It's so much fun. Halloween is so fun. And like what's really cool about Halloween is it kind of ages with you.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you're a little kid, you know, you're all about that candy. And then you're getting your costume on. And then when you get a little older, you're going to parties, you're drinking like we used to make signature cocktails. Do you remember the fucking shot glasses with the
Scooby-Doo snacks?
Okay, Scooby snacks were one, but no, remember the Bailey, so it looked like a brain inside the shot glass. Oh my god, it was bloody. It was a bloody brain. That was cool. Like there's so much cool. And then the glasses where I put the Caro syrup dyed red, dripping, so look like they were dripping blood. Like there's so much cool shit. Like when you're young, you can do the party scene, you can do the party food, you can do the party drinks. But then when you get a little older again, you're like doing the kid-friendly stuff. You can do your outdoor decorations. You can get really into your like costume. Like there is literally something for everyone.
Right.
Doesn't matter how old you are. You never grow out of Halloween, is my point. And
that's true.
The
You see it in like
different.
That one neighbor that's like the same thing every year, but they just like have owned it and it's just epic every year.
So fucking like, yeah, that person who's like that really badass vampire or like that really badass fucking what is Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean? Jack. God, what is wrong with me? Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, yeah.
That's a really popular one. People get those like crazy detailed costumes for Jack Sparrow. Like the witch who's wearing like that witch costume that looks like she got it from a Renaissance fair, like handing out candy in her 50s. That girl loves Halloween. I'm excited. I really want to do a haunted house sometime too.
You guys got all the stuff for it. You definitely could. You just got to put up like you got to get that black plastic sheeting and make like
the tarps.
Yeah.
Or the hefty bags.
Well, we go on Amazon and they just sell it by the roll. So you get a roll of it and it's just black plastic and you can just use it however you want.
That's so badass. Do you remember down the street from you, the person who would do all the glow in the dark cobweb and he would use like the stakes you used to hold up trees throughout his yard and he would make a maze out of the glow in the dark cobweb?
Yeah.
I still remember that. I'm like, I aspire to be that family. That was just so badass. I used to walk all the way to your house, which was like over a mile from my house. It was like hella far to walk at night.
Yeah.
I'd walk all the way down there just to go to that house.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Also to get candy. And like people are saying like when you trick or treat, it's like 10 and never again. I'm like, what? I trick or treated all the way till I was like in high school. Like, what are you guys talking about? Everyone did.
Yeah, I mean, I got a few teenagers last year.
I have no problem with teenagers trick or treating.
I don't think that's true. Yeah, it's like let them be kids. Children. Let them be young. Yeah, like let them enjoy their childhood.
Take your younger sibling out with you. Like it's fun to still participate till you're like 15 years old. Who cares? Otherwise, they're going to be out drinking and doing drugs and being crazy on Halloween like people who are a little older do. Like, we don't want 16-year-olds doing that.
Exactly.
Sidebar. But I told my kids, I'm like, no, you got lots of time. You have until you're at least 13. Like, chill. This isn't your last Halloween. So young. No, you're so little. There's so many years left. I think, like, honestly, 9 to 13 are the prime trick-or-treating years. Because you can walk far. You don't have to go with your parents. You can actually, like, get out on your own.
Yeah.
Prime trick-or-treating years, guys.
Yeah, so I read a recent study that showed that people who decorate early for Halloween are 80% happier than most.
80%?
Yeah. So it quotes
all the time or like only during Halloween time?
I think it's more related to like just the holidays in general, like people to decorate earlier in holidays, Halloween, Christmas. But
that's cool.
it quotes, "In a world full of stress and anxiety, people like to associate with things that make them happy. And Halloween decorations evoke these strong feelings of childhood." Which,
Oh, that's so true.
so it's like that feeling, it gives that feeling of nostalgia, you
Yeah.
know, it gives you a dopamine spike because of the happiness you get from like that remembrance of your childhood. It promotes psychological well-being.
Oh, that makes me so
and
happy. I'm gonna put my decorations out actually tomorrow, so
and
it's
also it
very early
mentions
September.
that it gets you out of your normal like
Mm,
routine, so it's like something new out of the regular routine you're dealing with, on a
yeah,
daily basis. Therefore, decorating early for Halloween makes you happier than most.
that's really badass.
Isn't
I
that
think,
dope?
yeah, and I'm excited tomorrow because I am starting my decorations tomorrow. We were doing a little sorting last week. We didn't put anything out yet. And as of recording, it's September 14th right now. So I think that's still considered just slightly early.
It is early. I mean, I started putting some of my stuff out like as soon as like September 2nd. I'm not done yet though. There's still a lot that I need to
I
do.
have a stigma about August, not Halloween not being till after August is over because my birthday's in August and my boy's birthday's in August, and we are
Mhm.
summer people, and Halloween is staunchly fall. So I feel like
Right.
I have to put that divider up of a little buffer. But second week of September is when I start my fall Halloween stuff, just because my birthday is not in fall. Y'all need to stop.
No, it's not.
Enough said. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Aside from that, like I think there's a lot to be said for just how significant Halloween is culturally. At least as Americans,
Mhm.
it's something that's very unique and special to us. And like I don't want it to die. And there's people who aren't about like it's like the only community holiday where we can come together and celebrate as a community. We're like out and about. It's not a family holiday. It's the only one we have like that. Like it's just so
Mm.
unique.
Yeah, that reminds me of like during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was probably one of the best Halloweens that we've had with our kids because it was like again that nostalgia and like going back to like your roots, and like it seemed like regardless of the situation everybody was out.
We
Like
needed Halloween.
yeah, we went like to like a nicer part of town, just to like
As one does on Halloween. For the
yeah,
priceless candy bars, bro.
of course. But yeah, it was like amazing the amount of people that were out and like how everybody went out on their decorations. We walked by a house that had a full band in front of their house with like crazy
Oh my
people like in
god.
costumes just running around, and like it was amazing.
I think
And
it's like really cool because they were trying like okay, obviously during COVID I understand the significance, but it is an outdoor holiday and we
mhm.
are able to like be safe about it. But like at the same time, people were wanting to kind of like, let's not do Halloween. And the fact that people rallied and saved Halloween the way we did and it came back stronger than it had because it felt like it was kind
Ever.
of like fizzling out a little bit and people were like, let's make it a Saturday all the time. I don't know. But it came back so strong because I think people just wanted that community. And
Yeah.
Halloween gives that community. And everybody was out in their front yards. People would have their fire pits out. People were handing out shots
Yeah.
in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like
Same here.
it was crazy. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. And ever since then, and people, their decorations were like over the top all of a sudden. Everyone, like,
Mhm.
I've never had more faith in humanity. A lot of things in this world make me lose my faith in humanity. But when people came together to save Halloween and like it would have been such an easy time to just let it go.
Right.
But we're like, no, this is important to us. We want to be a community. And I was like, it touched me. Like it made Halloween even more special. And it made me even more like, there's nothing in the world that's going to make me give this shit up. Like I'll die on this hill because I want to go out there with my neighbors and I want to like walk around the streets and say hi to my neighbors and have my kids participate and be like I want to be a part of this of
Right.
this like cultural festival that's like it's not even a national holiday, it's just something we all do every year together. We all do it together, and that's so special.
It's a special bond.
It is, and we all share that and know it. Like it's not like that, like it's an American thing. That's like something we can culturally like claim and be proud of.
Yeah.
It's our thing.
Do you want to talk to us a little bit about the history of Halloween? I know you're very knowledgeable on this.
Shut up. We did a little bit of research. Okay, y'all don't know this. Maybe, I don't know. There's been some hints. I'm a history fucking nerd. Like, it's bad. It's bad, you guys. Anyway, for anyone who's wondering, Halloween has nothing to do with Satan worship or the devil. I know there's a lot of misconceptions out there, but it's actually predates Christianity, so that doesn't make sense. It was kind of like a New Year's celebration for the ancient. Was it okay? You were looking at it. We were going. It was the Gaelics, right?
Yeah, so from what I read, the tradition originated from the ancient Celtic festival.
Okay, so like Gaelic, Celtic, it's like Irish, Scottish, English. They're all kind of like, they all celebrated it. So they were the ones who came up with it first. And what was the proper pronunciation? Because I've only ever read it and I was calling it Samhain, but I've also heard it.
It's Samhain or Samhain. I don't know how if I'm.
Wasn't it Samhain?
I'm like the worst at pronouncing stuff. You guys, you'll probably learn this throughout the episode.
We speak English. Actually, Jay speaks English and Spanish, but we don't speak Celtic and Gaelic.
Sometimes we don't speak proper English either. But anyway, yeah.
It looks like Samhain. So it was basically like their New Year's celebration, which was on the equinox. Very actually similar to the traditional Day of the Dead celebrations would take place right after. They're kind of like linked holidays. But anyway, Halloween or Samhain or Samhain, however you want to refer to the ancient Halloween, was a festival about like when dark started turning into light and when the veil between life and death was a little thinner, and they were trying to basically like ward off bad spirits to stave off death, because back then, like 1,500 years ago, like you might not make it through the winter. Life was hard. And it was kind of like a superstition. A lot of the superstitions why we decorate with spooky things is kind of to try to like scare off and to like embrace it ironically in a way that's like pushing it away. So
so I read that people would light bonfires and they would wear costumes, and the costumes were to ward off the ghosts.
Yeah, they were trying to like use the thing they were afraid of to like scare it off, basically, to be like, we're not scared of you, like get out of here.
Right.
And that's kind of honestly badass in a sense, like, right? So that's like really cool. And I try to tell my kids, like, if that's why we're putting the spooky stuff out, the reason we do that is to scare death away. And they're like, oh, that's cool. Because you don't need to be afraid of it. Because one of my sons is like kind of afraid of Halloween stuff. And we're working through it. And that's one of the things I tell him. But also another really cool fact is jack-o'-lantern. People will think it was because a guy named Jack carried a lantern that was made of a gourd. But one origin story of the jack-o'-lantern is not Jack carrying a lantern. It's, if you've ever played like I believe it's Skyrim. It might be one of those other video games. I'm again old and I haven't played these in a long time. You sometimes will encounter something called a will-o'-wisp, which is like something in the forest that's like a blue flame.
Yeah.
Jack-o'-lantern was just a spirit of the forest, and he was the orange flame. Him and will-o'-wisp actually were like from the same tail. So jack-o'-lantern is just a floating light spirit that people would see in the forest sometimes, and they refer to him as jack-o'-lantern. So when you put it in a pumpkin or a gourd,
it's like that spirit.
They don't have pumpkins in Europe.
Yeah.
And then they were jelly of us because we have pumpkins, but yeah, he's literally like a spirit of Halloween. He's like a like an entity. It's jack-o'-lantern, the lantern of Jack.
Yeah,
cool. It is cool. So like, I feel like it's like something we can connect to our ancestors. It's like, this is something people have been doing for thousands of years, and we don't even know why we do it, but we still do it. And it's almost like there's still a part of them alive in us. And what's really cool is we don't even know why we're doing it. We just continue to do it. And it's like that almost makes it more special to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like something that was genuinely passed down through the generations. It wasn't something I had to learn in a book. It's something
for
I just
years and years.
knew. Yeah, and my parents knew, and their parents knew, and we've held on to that for 2,000 years. Like, that's fucking nuts. And I know there was a resurgence, like in the Victorian era, where they consciously tried to reconnect. And you know how they did it? It was with Halloween parties, because they used to have a bunch of parties back then.
Yeah.
And so when you go to a Halloween party, you're like just doing something people have been doing forever. And like even trick or treating can be tied back to like ancient traditions. Some of them are actually more, it's the same tradition as caroling and Christmas. When people would go around and they would get a treat for singing a song, or they would give a soul cake, and they would, anyway, it's just something people have been doing for a really long time. So we wanted to also talk about a little bit of why Halloween is so important to us personally, because, it's like a holiday, and obviously people like Halloween, but I feel like it has a little bit of a special significance to us personally, and we just want to share that with y'all, because there's a good chance it's significant to you too. Like I'm sure there's people who can relate. Right, Jay?
Yeah.
Like, why is Halloween special to you?
I guess for me, it's a little bit of the nostalgia thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my younger years, my parents, they would go all out for Halloween. We would all get together and like meet up with all our cousins. There was like always one house we went to. It was my aunt's house. We would all meet up there. All the cousins would be together in our costumes. We'd all go trick-or-treating together. And then after that, the parents would go back to the house and party.
And I'm like the lone white girl. Yeah. So trick-or-treating with you guys.
And it was so much fun. And then at one point, my parents like were Jehovah's Witnesses, and they stopped celebrating Halloween.
That was when you were real little. Like, you never even told me that until we were going over the notes. And I was like, whoa, what do you mean you guys missed a Christmas? What?
Yeah, we missed a Christmas and we missed a Halloween. Clearly, it didn't last very long. So that was like a few years out of my like younger childhood. And then we went back to celebrating Halloween. And I think about the time my sister was born, they became devout Christians, like Baptist Christians. And at that point, they stopped celebrating Halloween altogether.
No, it was when they switched to that other church, because I remember we used to go church together, and they would have trunk or treats at the church.
You're right.
We would still be trick or treating, but it was when they moved to the more like fundamental church later.
Yeah, they've been through a lot of churches, but yeah, they did the Jehovah's. We were initially Catholic. I was baptized Catholic as a baby. Went to a Catholic church for a few years, and then they did the whole Jehovah's Witness thing because my grandma was a Jehovah's Witness for like years until she converted to Christianity. Because basically,
did she convert?
Oh yeah, like
did she quite a few years ago. Again?
Yeah.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My whole family, well, that part of the family all turned Christian. But yeah, but even then they stopped celebrating Halloween because it's of the devil.
I mean, they think it's of the devil, but it's like it's literally not though. Like that's just it's a huge misconception. Like we talked about it earlier, but
yeah,
it is a big problem. It's a big stigma that not all Christians, but I feel like
not all Christians believe that.
It's like a split in the religion where you're like pro or anti-Halloween.
And trunk or treats are so fun. Like keep it going, guys. So much fun.
Yeah, it is so much fun. But like it was when they didn't let you celebrate Halloween anymore, like did it endear it to you more? Did like you want to like go towards it harder?
Yeah, definitely. I think that really like, I moved out when I was rather young. I think I was 17.
Yeah.
17, 18.
Right. It was a little bit before you turned 18, I think. You were still 17, I think.
Yeah. And Halloween became
a senior in high school. Yeah, like, well, oh my God, when we were young, you do not know how hard we used to party. Yeah. You want to talk about Halloween?
Yes, our Halloween parties. So we started getting into wine pretty early on, surprisingly. I think we started
It
drinking
was
wine. We were like,
Hallowine 2009 because it rhymed. That was what we named our party because you don't know how we party. We like to be really like we're really extra. You wouldn't have said that back then because that term didn't exist, but we were fucking extra.
yeah, we went all out.
Oh my god, we were extra. Like our fucking, we had those cute little. Remember the things that international? No, not international imports. The other one, Cost Plus, World Market. Remember the things that go around the wine bottles and it said Hallowine?
Oh yeah,
That was what it was. I remember.
we had some epic Halloween parties, you guys.
We used to make our own costumes.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was legit. Like, fuck. We were so hot. I was Aphrodite. I homemade my Aphrodite costume one year. And I was Eve.
I was Pikachu one year.
Pikachu. We like bought styrofoam and we carved that tail and we put straps like a backpack and we velcroed it to your little pleated. We made a pleated skirt out of felt. Oh my god, we made it.
Yeah, we went all out for that costume. It took us like almost a month to perfect, but you guys, I don't have any pictures because I got too drunk early on. I probably wouldn't have.
I might have one somewhere.
Oh my gosh,
if you do. Archive, oh my god, I know I have a picture of my Eve costume, and that was the same year you were a Pikachu. I'm gonna look. Fuck, that's criminal that you don't have a picture of that.
I know.
I remember one year I was Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, and I braided my hair, and I made a little like barbarian costume. I like made a fur cape and like I brought a gladiator belt and I cut it shorter. So it was like, oh my god, it was so badass. I was Bloody Mary one year. One year I was Bloody Mary, and it wasn't okay. Historically, I realized that Bloody Mary is now Elizabeth's older sister, Mary the First. But at the time, I thought that it was Mary Queen of Scots, who was beheaded, who I very much enjoy as a historical figure. So my version of Bloody Mary was Mary Queen of Scots. They were both beheaded. Okay, you guys. So I had a choker that was holding my head on and it had blood dripping down from it. And I had this like medieval queen costume that I cut up and altered to make it like a badass like mini tutu. And it was like very fitted. And I put a toilet paper roll that I had cut down in my hair to make a big ass bump and then French braid. And there was like ribbons. It was ribbons in my French braids. It was nuts and then like pinned up. Oh my god, it was so cool. And I still have the necklace, the gothic ass necklace with the gothic crosses. I still have it. I still have that necklace that I made because y'all don't know. Like Halloween was an art form. Like you were like a geisha, you were a cop.
Yeah, I was a geisha at one point. Remember, I got my corset. I went out to the fabric store and got some like Asian looking.
Oh, you were
fabric.
no, you were. It wasn't a geisha. Oh my god! Now it's coming back to me. How you say that? You were an assassin.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was an assassin. That's right. Because I had the whatever they're called.
So you were Taki. You were Taki from not Soul Calibur, fucking Mortal Kombat. What game is that Taki's in?
Why can't I, like, my brain literally does
not.
You
were a ninja assassin. You're right. We got the fabric and we glued it over the corset. I was a geisha because I had the really short geisha costume one year that we got from Evangeline's in Old Sac. I remember now because you were talking about that earlier. I'm like, I don't remember that costume. Now I remember.
I was a version of Taki, and she is from Soul Calibur. Why would I not remember that? Because that was one of my favorite video games. Yes.
Motherfucker, Talim. I'm gonna be Talim of the Wind one year. I also want to be Chun-Li from Street Fighter. I should
Me
be
too.
This
I
is the year I should be Chun-Li.
So bad.
Chun-Li is the okay.
She is the cutest.
She's the most feminist character that's ever existed. I'm just gonna say it.
I love it.
Chun-Li. So badass. Like I wanted to be Chun-Li.
You sound like you have a like crush on Chun-Li.
No, I don't have a crush on her. I just want to be her. She is the one girl just holding her own, and I played as her, and I fucking kicked ass as her, and I could beat anyone, which I fucking beat what's his face with Chun-Li that one time. Like she could beat anyone. She's the best player in the damn game. So I feel like there was some secret feminism like hidden in that. That's all I'm saying. But for Soul Calibur, my favorite was Talim because she looked like Chun-Li.
No.
I always picked a really girly character to play fighting games with because I'm like, I want to pick someone I can relate with. And now we're off on a tangent, but I need to be Chun-Li one year for Halloween. That's what I'm saying. But son of a bitch. Yeah, that was a sweet Taki costume. And we used to fucking go all out. And even like now that we're older and we have kids and shit, like we try to keep that spirit alive. So like I went out and visited her a couple of years ago, and I went in October, and we brought our kids Halloween costumes, and all the kids dressed up, and we decorated. Oh my god, we decorated our Airbnb
Really?
with like strobe lights and fake chains, and
Oh my gosh, that was
signs.
so fun. Yeah.
It was so like it was too much, but we had a little mini Halloween with our kids because I wanted to like share that with them.
Yeah, and I think like every Halloween, or at least I mean most of them before I moved, we would at least get together at the end of the night. Yeah. Either we went trick-or-treating together, or I would meet up with you at the end, and then we'd get together and the kids would play and we would have cocktails.
That's like our special time of year. And we like last year I sent you a card that I'm like, a Halloween card. Who sends a Halloween card? I'm like, this bitch does. I sent you a Halloween card.
I think I still have it.
Oh my god, it was perfect. It was like even talking about like miles apart. That was what got me. I was like, there's no fucking way. Like I don't believe in fate and destiny and bullshit like that, but holy
that card was meant to be.
You're kind of like making me question my worldview, because why is this card here right now? But who like bells their long distance best friend a Halloween card? Is that a market? Foodbacks knows me. Foodbacks knows me. Oh my god, I just totally lost. Oh, and then a couple of years ago, we went on our Las Vegas Halloween trip.
Oh yeah. We didn't dress up though, did we?
I did. No, I wore my striped
leggings.
I was a witch. I wore my black, sweet ass, hot ass mini dress with black and orange striped leggings, and my booties, my witch booties.
Mm-hmm.
I was a witch. I don't mean you didn't dress up. I don't know what's wrong with you. You didn't bring a costume.
I didn't.
Just fucking with you.
I didn't prepare. Like I didn't even like put two and two together. That
we were there literally on October 29th and 30th.
Yeah, but like surprisingly, there wasn't very many people dressed up. You know,
there wasn't.
Yeah.
No, we met that group of girls who was dressed up because it was the night before Halloween. We tried to go to DJ Marshmallow concert, and let me tell you guys, it was not great. It was
at what's the name?
The Win.
The Win.
And it was like depressing. Like,
yeah, it took forever to get in. I wore like these like skimpy little like high heels.
Both wore stilettos.
And they were hurting the fuck out of my feet. And
there was
nowhere
to sit. Nowhere.
We stood in line for like a half hour, more than a half hour, just to get into like the
and then there was a line inside.
And there was a line to get in to see Marshmallow.
To the
I was just like, oh my god.
And we got into the fucking club, and there was nowhere to sit in the entire damn club. And not on top of that, this is the part that pissed me off. They weren't even playing dance music. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna dance. I'm here to fucking have a good time. And they're like, playing this music, you cannot even dance. Like nobody, there were people crowded in. Nobody was dancing. We were like packed in like sardines, and people. I'm like, okay, we can at least be grinding on each other, like not to be vulgar, but you know what the club was like in the 2010s, guys.
Yeah.
The club,
we were literally like in a crowd of just like
with clubbers,
a load of people just standing around, just kind of like swaying back and forth.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then the drinks were $25. So I'm like, I'm not drunk enough for this right now. I am not drunk enough to stand here with a group of 500 strangers and just be touching on every surface of my body, but not dancing. Yeah. And my feet hurt.
My feet were like insane. I had like terrible blisters. It was just bad.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Why were they not playing club music?
I don't know. Everyone was waiting for Marshmallow, and he was taking way too long. We couldn't wait. Like, really, like, it wasn't that important, you guys.
We went to a fucking Italian restaurant at I can't remember, the New York, and we got some big ass pizza, and then we went to a little Mexican bar and we had some Coronas, and we danced with some freaking Mexican people that were there, and some also not Mexican people. There was a couple Mexican guys. Maybe they were from somewhere. They were Hispanic, and they were dancing. So I'm like, cool, I'll dance with you.
Yeah.
And we danced with some people, and we
went back to our hotel. We took off our cute little outfits. We put on some leggings and some comfy clothes.
I changed my shoes basically to some flats.
I put some tennis shoes on, and we're like, let's go find somewhere to drink. We ended up at this little like Mexican tequila bar. We got Modelo's. They were playing reggaeton. They were playing merengue and salsa.
They were playing some bomb ass music. Like I'm like, hey girl, this is what you used to dance to when we were kids. Hell yeah! I can salsa like a motherfucker. Okay, that's terrible, fun. But it is true.
That made our night.
Get down. The first night we were there was the best. Like we went to Old Vegas and we got these like meter long drinks and we were like fucking chilling. We were getting our drink on and we went back to the taxi back to our hotel and we were like talking to all these people and like dancing with all these people and like we got some fast food and we like met this other girl who we were hanging out with. Like the first night was the best because we were just like bopping around, chilling.
Yeah, we were bar hopping in our hotel.
Like, if you go to Vegas, don't try to plan shit, I think is the moral of the story. Because earlier, too, we were walking around the strip and we were doing fun shit before we went to the Wynn. And just, like, I think you just got to live in the moment. Because, like, we, like, were walking around the strip and we got lost. And we fucking, God. Like, remember we went to that one hotel where we went to the Barbie and we took pictures like we were Barbie? We're like, Barbie has a habit. Holding her drink in the little Barbie box. And the girl had us take a picture of her and she had like the sweet, like this girl had glutes of the gods.
Yeah, she had an amazing bod, you guys.
I'll never have glutes like that. Badass though. Props, girl. But like I can squat for the rest of my life. Genetically, it's not going to happen. And I told you that. And you're like, B, just do our squats. I'm like, you don't understand. It's genetics, girl.
Not necessarily.
No, it is. That was fucking so much fun. And that was our little like Halloween adventure.
That was our last Halloween adventure. Yeah. And now
it's almost 3 years
we have our Winey Moms podcast.
So now we're like, this might be our Halloween thing for this year. Cause like, next year I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna see your new house, and we're gonna do a Friendsgiving, and it's gonna be like either October, early November. We're gonna do our thing, but it's hard. It's hard being away from you on Halloween. Halloween's our day.
You know what we should do for our kids? Like in my backyard, like have little, like a trunk or treat kind of thing. Like have like the dads have like their own little stations of like spooky things, and have the kids go around and get candy or like some kind of snacks and stuff. That would be so cute for them.
Set up like a little like a gauntlet of treats and shit.
Or we can do like a haunted house just for them, and have them go through it and collect candy and stuff.
That could be really fun. Yeah. My unique Halloween is only mirrored by you. My unique love of Halloween is only mirrored by you. I don't have any other friends who like relate to Halloween so much. And I feel like it's because we grew up together and we went through it together.
Yeah, definitely.
This is our shit. And I know there's a lot of other Halloween people out there because I found you guys when COVID happened. And I'm like, I am not alone in this world. We are definitely the better part of society. And I love you guys. And I mean, I love everyone. And if you don't love Halloween, I think I can convince you. So let's talk. It's not anything to be afraid of. It's just pure fun. Historically, it's never been anything to be afraid of. It's always just been about the equinox and the changing of the seasons and like
harvest
life. It's about the transitional stages you go through in life in the seasons. Like, it's so relatable. And I love it. I fucking love every drop of it. I love every second of it. I feel like we're talking really fast. It's because I'm excited. I hope you guys can understand me.
She's not on crack, you guys. No.
I am not on crack. I am just I talk really, really fast, and I slowed down just then, so that was weird. But I talk really, really fast, and I've always had this problem. And when I'm really happy, I talk much faster. So.
When she's really happy, she also claps.
Good claps. Yeah. Shut up.
We're a little buzzed, you guys.
It's
Welcome
okay.
to our Winey Moms podcast.
Happy fucking Halloween, y'all.
Boop, 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 boop.
Halloween time. It's the spooky time of the year. I don't know. I'm just so excited. I
Halloween.
cannot wait. All right. You want to
we just went on a tangent.
I'm going to clap in. Wrap this shit up. Let's do it. What are you drinking now? What is that?
It's the same thing.
Is it another? Are they all pineapple? You don't get the variety pack?
No, I just buy the individual ones.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Again, strawberry's better. I don't know.
Pineapple.
Sorry,
all
guys.
The way.
All of our Halloween moms are Halloween people. Y'all don't have to be moms. You can just love the Halloween time.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Holla at us.
Yeah.
If you have any Halloween tips.
Halloween traditions.
Yeah. Let us know about your cultural upbringings and debacles and
share your love of Halloween.
Yeah. What makes you love it so much? But anyway, thank you guys again for joining us. Sorry, we were a little wild this episode.
Shit got real. That was like the real us. That was the real us right there.
Yeah.
Now y'all know.
Crazy. It's really starting to become a thing, and I'm really excited about it. You know, we're gaining some more followers. We're getting some more likes. And
we got 2 episodes posted already.
2 episodes posted. It's really exciting, you know. And I am glad that whoever is watching is here for this journey.
Whoever you are, we love you so much.
Thank you for following us and loving us. And I hope that we can provide you guys with the content you're looking for. And I hope that you can relate. Ultimately, we want you guys to relate. And, you know.
We want to know, like, we can be our own people. Like.
Anyway, well, like, subscribe, follow. Links are all in our bios. Yep. Again, if you have anything to say, please comment. We love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you for joining us in episode 5.
Happy Halloween, everyone, from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, please have a grand time with your families. If you don't have a family, fucking enjoy the shit out of yourself.
Go hang out with your friends.
Dress up.
Just like dress the fuck up. Hand out some candy.
Yes.
Engage in the community. Be a part of this shit. Like Halloween wants you. Halloween wants you. I'm Uncle Sam right now. Oh dear God. Okay.
This is the longest.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.